What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. Today we are talking about 1995's Batman Forever. Val Kilmer's Batman, the first of the Joel Schumacher ones, and this movie is interesting. It definitely is strange in the sense that it takes a turn where you're like, wait a second, is this supposed to be a completely different world? Or is this still Michael Keaton's Batman? Like, this is supposed to be, I think, the same Batman, because it's the same Alfred through this movie and then even into the next one with Clooney. It's unfortunate that Val only got to do one movie, because I feel like he probably would have done, if not the same, probably a little bit better than Clooney did in '97, because that would have been his second Batman movie, so he would have got used to the cowl, but maybe he just didn't want to do it, or maybe people hated Kilmer's Batman that much. But as far as me, he's not the worst Batman. That would be Clooney, you know. But I don't know if that's necessarily Clooney's fault. Stay tuned. We'll talk about Batman and Robin in another video. But I did think that Kilmer's Bruce Wayne was pretty damn good. Like the glasses, the hair, the voice, the attitude. I love that Jim Carrey's just a nutbag in this, and he's friggin' the Riddler. But talking about like the Riddler as a character, like Paul Dano's Riddler in Robert Pattinson's Batman, that's a serial killer psycho. This guy's a psycho, but much more in a goofy, fun way. And of course, Bruce Wayne's just handsome devil that he is. And I like that we get a little bit more of Bruce Wayne being face-to-face with his villain before he's just Batman as the face-to-face with the villain. You know what I mean? It connects both sides of his life a little bit more. But Jim Carrey's trying to do some crazy brainwave shit, and it's nuts. But Jim Carrey's the perfect man to do something if he's going to be a nuts character. But one of the things I like, but also is one of my gripes against Schumacher's movies, is that these movies are 100% made just to get toy sales and just to have different toys. Like, each one of the characters had to have 3 costume changes throughout the movies, right? So you have the Bruce Wayne, you have the first bat suit, then he has a second bat suit at the end of the movie. There's a Robin character, he has a suit, he has his normal street clothing, and then he has, an alternate suit at the end. The only person that I think stays the same suit-wise is... No, I think he even changes. Tommy Lee's Two-Face, but mostly his suit stays the same because he's got all the prosthetics on. You know what I mean? So he's kind of got to be that way. But the Riddler gets, Jim Carrey's crazy long hair suit at the beginning. And then he gets the question mark spandex with the red hair. And then he gets a green hat with a question mark and like a green suit, and him and the Riddler or him and Two-Face are stealing stuff together. I do like that dynamic with the two guys, the two main villains working together. And Tommy Lee Jones is just hilarious as the Two-Face, and him bouncing off of Jim Carrey does bring some pretty good humor into this. But like the whole time I'm like, God, Jim Carrey's just like a great Riddler, but like the costume changes just constantly, and all of a sudden at the end he's in this bedazzled white question mark suit, and you're like, why all the suit changes? Did we need all the suit changes? Like at the very first Val Kilmer Batman, he's kind of got the Michael Keaton suit, but it added nipples, and you're like, okay. And then at the end he's kind of got this like no nipples, but now he's got this like, it's almost like a chrome suit. It's not necessarily black, it's got this like silver metallic to it. And I don't really love that. I don't really love his Batmobile, but I will say, I definitely had the toys, because I remember having the Batmobile with the giant wing on the top that I definitely broke off when I was a kid. Not on purpose, but definitely broke it. And I definitely had the metallic silver suit Batman, and I was like, why does his suit look weird? I don't care. Fucking kill the other guy. But it's also strange that they introduced Chris O'Donnell as Robin in this and give his whole backstory, and then he's Robin in the next one, but they changed the Batman again. So you're like, why? And then they kept the director and kept Alfred, but changed it again. I don't know, it's just strange. But this Robin suit is pretty badass. I couldn't find a picture, but I'm almost positive in this movie he's in like his OG like Robin costume from the comics, where he's got like the onesie on, Speedo style, you know what I mean? Where like it's not necessarily pants, if you know what I'm talking about. But overall, I gave this movie 2.5 out of 5 stars. It's visually kind of cool, but musically it's not really there, and the cast is pretty great, but the story is kind of whack. I'm a fan of it, but I'm also not, right? So it's perfectly in the middle for me, about a 50%, 5 out of 10, 2.5 out of 5 stars. I guess that's just where it sits for me. It's not one of my favorite Batmans, but yet it still has some things I like about it, like Jim Carrey and Two-Face being Tommy Lee Jones, you know, so I like that side of things, but there's also some things that I wish they did better. But overall, 2.5 out of 5 stars. Comment below, what do you think of Batman Forever? What did you think of Val Kilmer's Batman? Where does Val Kilmer stand in your Batman list, in your rankings there? I would love to know those things down in the comment section below. Also, who's your favorite Alfred? Me personally, it's gotta be Michael Caine. He's just the one I grew up on, and he's just, his voice is just immaculate. Why do we fall, Master Wayne? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. But stay tuned for the next video. We'll be talking more movie reviews. We got Roadhouse, the new Roadhouse. So I got both of those Roadhouse coming your way. And then we'll be talking Starship Troopers and also Batman and Robin. So stay tuned, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Peace.